Hi there, my name is Marina and I live in New York City, which means I have absolutely no space. However, I thought it would be fun to show you what little space I do have, and that is my bedroom. When it came to figuring out how I wanted my bedroom to feel, I got a lot of inspiration from this magazine I picked up in Paris a while back. It's called Appartamento, and it highlights the bedrooms of all of these brilliant artists from around the world. And a common thread I found while flipping through these pages was that these artists' apartments were absolutely cluttered with beautiful works of art and unique objects and strange furniture. It was just so fun. Everything about it was so fun. I wanted my bedroom to be a place that inspired me and motivated me and reminded me who I was and what the heck I was doing every day. So I decided to just fill it up with a bunch of things that I loved. I guess we should start with the thing that I get asked the most questions about, and that is my disco balls. I picked those up on Amazon about 4 years ago, and I have carried them with me every apartment I've ever lived in. I am obsessed with putting them in the windows because in the mornings, they scatter light around your room in the most beautiful way. And when I tell you there is no better way to wake up in the morning than to have light just like flying around your room, it will never get old, I promise you. I also have a crystal hanging on a string that casts little rainbows all around your room as well, and the effects are magic. I have several plants. Most of them are from Trader Joe's, and when I tell you how surprised I am that they have grown to be this size, I mean, I'm absolutely blown away. To the right of my desk, you'll see 3 paintings. The 2 on the bottom I picked up at an antique shop in Brooklyn, and they are both by the same artist. He painted them in the 70s. I have no idea who he is, and I kind of hope he's just somebody's grandpa. And above it, I have a nude sketch that I picked up last week on the side of the street. If you live in Brooklyn and you're near some brownstone apartments, I recommend on Sundays just strolling up and down those streets because so often they put out art and books and little trinkets. It is the ultimate treasure hunt. The picture above my desk is by an incredible photographer named Jamie Beck. She lives in Provence, France, and over quarantine, every single day, she did a still life portrait of flowers and small little creatures from her garden. And so I picked this one up. It's from day 23 of quarantine, and I am absolutely obsessed with it. It is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. There's nothing better when answering emails to look to your right and see a glorious bouquet of flowers. They instantly add so much happiness to a room, and so I always try and pick a few up from Trader Joe's. To the left of my desk, I have my circle shelf, which is also from the Target Kids section. I like to keep a lot of memories on there, small paintings and pictures with my mom and my friends. The box of cigarettes are from a short film I was in 3 years ago. I played a brilliant scientist who had just invented a robot who is practically a human. My bookshelf serves a few purposes. The first is to hold all of my camera gear. The second is to hold all of my books. I don't have very much space, so I have to keep the collection tight. And while we're here, I'll give you a few of my favorites. The Wind-Up Bird Chronicles by Haruki Murakami. The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. In the Cafe of Lost Youth by Patrick Modiano. On Love by Alain de Botton. Read any of these books and I promise they will change your life. We don't really talk about the final shelf on my bookshelf, so I typically keep them covered by these 2 pieces of art that I picked up on the street. On my closet, you'll find a few more of my favorite pieces of art. The one in the center is Red Studio by Henri Matisse. What I love about this painting is the story behind it, and that is that it was originally Yellow Studio. He had painted the entire thing yellow, and then when he finished it, he realized that he absolutely hated it. So he took his red paint and coated the whole thing in a brand new coat of red. And when you look closely, especially when you're standing in the MoMA in front of this ginormous piece of artwork, you can still see the outline of yellow that he didn't quite cover with the red. Beneath it is another painting of Monet in his garden, and I picked it up when I was in Genève, France, and I love just getting lost in the colors and the greens. It's just so beautiful. And at the very top of my closet, I have a painting by Renoir, I believe. It was done during the Rococo, and it depicts a woman being pushed on a swing by her husband. But what I love about it is if you look closely and you look in the bushes, you see this other man, and it is her lover, and he's hiding in the bushes, staring up her skirt, and if that isn't the most French thing you've ever heard, I don't know what is. And my wall is clad in this beautiful green wallpaper that I also picked up from Target, and I loved it because the cheetahs really reminded me of Henri Matisse's work, and I thought they would be a really cool contrast to my bedspread and all of the other busyness going on in my room, and I thought they would be a really awesome backdrop for some paintings that I was working on. And I just kind of switch out the paintings every few weeks, kind of based on my mood. Above my mirror, I also have another one of my favorite pieces of art, and it's by a photographer from Germany named Ophelia, and everything she makes is always so beautiful, and I love her artwork so much. And there you have it, folks. That is my bedroom. I hope you enjoyed taking a little peek inside my brain. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you around.